Anyway, let's get back to it with more Danganronpa 2. How does that sound? I think that sounds nice. My D's not good enough if it was a... Oh, actually, I will be 1 second. Okay. Now we're ready for more Danganronpa. Let's go. So, where we last left off, Nagito had said he planted bombs that would blow up the entire island, and we've apparently discovered them in the factory. So we need to stop him. Alright, the bombs are... Where's Sonia? I told her about the bombs, but she wouldn't listen to me. She said she'd catch up with us later.
Huh?
Later? Why? She should know that now isn't a time for that, but...
Well...
Can I go bring her?
Dumbass.
Do you really think there's time for that, you fucking dumbass? You're right. We need to stop the bombs first.
Damn it.
Alright, let's go. Are they in the factory? Yeah, that's right. We steeled our nerves and charged into the factory. Oh yeah, those are a lot of bombs. The first thing I noticed was the roaring engine of a nearby truck. A truck? Why? Nagito's not very smart. Not Nagito. Hajime. I'm tired. There's a truck parked in the middle of the factory. A lot of dangerous looking objects are loaded on the bed of the truck. Those things on top of the bed, is that it?
Damn it.
I don't know how powerful they are, if they have enough power to blow up the entire island, but if there are that many, they must be extremely powerful. That's not... Okay, that didn't make much sense, but you do you. Did he really drive this truck and carry over all these bombs?
Damn it.
Kazuichi, can't you disarm these bombs? You're good at this kind of stuff, right? I thought I could, but it looks like the engine is also acting as the detonator. Damn it, so that's why the engine is still running. These bombs are set up so when the engine stops running, the insulator will blow off and trigger the explosion. I don't care how it's built. Can you disarm it or not? It's impossible. I don't have enough time. The main detonator was put inside this bulky metal box and welded shut. There's no way I can disarm it if I can't get this thing open. So it's gonna take you a long time? That's not good. I mean, it's almost...
This is bad.
Hey, Shower Kid, how's it going? Yeah, noon. What if we use the tools at the military base?
Hey.
We don't have time for that. The truck's engine is the detonator, right? Then can't we stall for time by adding gasoline? It's no use. The fuel cap has been welded on too. How did they weld a fuel cap? That sounds like one of the most dangerous things you could possibly attempt to do. Welding a fuel cap? Jesus.
I'm gonna do it.
And I'll just drive the truck into the sea.
Bastard.
You can't. You don't even have a driver's license. That wasn't Fuyuhiko's voice, but whatever. Are you seriously gonna stop me? I thought your family was all about breaking the law.
Damn it.
But that's impossible. There's a chain wrapped around the steering wheel. If we can't disarm the bomb, stall for time, or move the truck, there's nothing we can do.
Hey.
Hey, check it out. Fuyuhiko, that was the least concern. I know, right? You don't even have a driver's license. You can't drive away this bomb. Huh?
See?
And there's some kind of machine on top of that metal box Kazuichi mentioned.
Huh?
And the machine on top of the box? Oh, this. This looks like a card reader. A card reader? Maybe We can disarm the bomb if we swipe the key card. The bomb, we can swipe the bomb. I can't talk. We can disarm the bomb if we swipe the key card.
You serious?
What? Wait, that might be possible. Nagito wouldn't be able to disarm these bombs if he didn't leave some way of doing that, right?
Huh?
Maybe he never planned to disarm them from the start. No, I don't think that's it. Nagito's probably trying to make us do something here. What do you mean, something?
So...
Knowing Nagito, there's definitely some kind of theme to this, I think. Oh, wow. I'm just full of yawns today. Barm poggers. Shh. I'm very tired. A theme? That bastard probably would do something messed up like that.
All right.
Then we gotta find that.
Leave it to me.
Yeah, thank you, Minimaru. Nagito is trying to make us do something here. If that's true, what's he trying to make us do this time? Okay. So this truck is just one big bomb. Nagito's theme that has something to do with disarming the bomb might be around here. I need to try and find that first. What can I click on? All the machines are stopped. More importantly, what's that thing over there? Was that there when I first came here? Oh, the laptop. I couldn't see it. There's a laptop on top of the stopped conveyor belt. This wasn't here the last time I came here, right? Yeah, no, there was a conveyor belt full of Monokumas.
How suspicious.
It looks suspicious. It might be good if we examine it thoroughly. Yeah, you're right. As soon as I touched the laptop, some kind of program began running all of a sudden. And almost immediately, a video started playing.
Hello there.
Why, hello, everyone. Great work. So you really found the bombs, huh? Believing in you is completely worth it. Nagito?
Perhaps
Looks like a video message from Nagito.
you pissed
A
me
video
off.
message? If he's got something to say, he can say it to our faces.
Hey, bastard.
Just hold on. For now, let's watch this through the end.
Now then.
Now that you guys have found the bombs, all you need to do is stop it. To tell you the truth, it's actually not that hard to do. You see, there's a card reader on top of the metal box. So, as long as you scan an e-handbook, it'll disarm the bombs.
Leave it to me.
Alright, if that's the case, then just leave it to me. However,
Well,
it won't work with just any student handbook. If you want to disarm that bomb, you have to use the traitor's student handbook. To be honest, I found out who the traitor was after secretly monitoring everyone's activity. But I was a little annoyed that they never came forward. So if things stay this way, it'll look like I lost, right? So that's why I was thinking I should have another battle. So this is gonna be your last chance, traitor. What are you going to do? Everyone's life depends on you. Whether or not you save them is up to you. Nagito, yes. No, Nagito, no! Hey, Sorion, how's it going? Now then, I wonder how this is going to end. Will the traitor's identity finally be revealed? Does he actually know, or did he just, think he figured it out, but he's a moron, so he doesn't know? Because that, to me, that sounds more likely. And with that, the video ended. The traitor's student handbook?
Don't tell me.
So that's it. And this was also a trap to weed out the traitor.
Hey.
Is there seriously a traitor? If there is, they should have come forward already. I mean, their life is in danger too, you know? That's true, but...
Yeah.
Stop whining and complaining. We should do it one at a time.
You.
Don't be stupid. What if someone besides the traitor uses their handbook?
Hey.
It's really stupid to be fighting over something like this. And so, with an annoyed expression on her face, Chiaki walked over to the bombs without saying a word. Took her handbook out of her pocket. Huh? And without hesitating, swiped the card reader. Nagito absolutely do it, piss boy. Nagito is far from a moron as can be. Nagito's a gigantic fucking moron because he thinks he understands people. Looks like it was wrong.
See?
Who's next?
Hey.
What are you doing? If you make a mistake, the bombs might blow up.
You think so?
But they didn't.
Hey.
That's just a fluke. Don't act so careless in a situation like this.
Anyway,
Well, I guess Chiaki's not the traitor. I don't think the traitor would have swiped their handbook right away like she did. So what are we gonna do? Who wants to try next? He probably thinks I'm the traitor because he's an idiot. Well, he does. No, he really doesn't. Like I said, don't act so careless. Swiping the wrong card might be safe. But only once, you know? Hey, what happened?
well,
Nothing. I might just be overthinking it, but the engine somehow sounds... Just then, Kazuichi's face turned pale and he rushed over to the truck. And then, as he tilted his head toward the engine, he suddenly shouted, "It's out of gas!"
what'd you say?
What did you say? Huh? Well, what's gonna happen if there's no gas? I already told you, it's gonna blow! But isn't it too soon? I mean, there's still time until noon. You're blinded by your hatred? I'm really not. Nagito is really bad at understanding people.
Are you kidding?
Did Nagito miscalculate?
You serious?
Miscalculate? Ugh, if you're gonna set us up, at least get your calculations right, damn it! At least Monokuma knows how to keep a schedule. Hey,
you
can't we do anything about it? Is there something we can do? Yeah, there's only one thing we can do. What is it? What do we have to do? Pray.
Are you kidding me?
Are you fucking serious? Then we should run. With those words, we started sprinting away. And that's when it happened.
It is all right. It is not a bomb.
Oh, well, thank you, Sonia. Huh? All of a sudden, the inside of the factory began overflowing with dazzling light.
Huh?
What the hell is this? Looks like they're fireworks. Fireworks? While we stood there dumbfounded, the fireworks slowly decreased their intensity. And eventually...
Oh my.
This means... It wasn't a bomb?
Huh?
What the heck? I mean, Nagito said... So, it is just as I thought. As you thought?
Hey.
Hey, everyone, look over there. The laptop. It looks like it's playing another video. Is it Nagito again? Nice guy. I don't think he made the fireworks, Sorion. We immediately rushed over to the laptop. So, were you surprised? Seriously, think about it. Do you really think there are enough bombs to blow up an entire island? Even if there were, a guy like me would never be able to use them. Damn it. So it was all a bluff. Then, what was that bomb he detonated at the hotel? Nagito went to the octagon inside the funhouse, right?
Don't tell me.
Is that where he got that bomb? But it definitely wasn't strong enough to blow up an island. Nagito was lying about that.
You pissed me off.
Is he still watching us from somewhere? If he's not, then how did he time his message so perfectly? No, it looks like the video was set to play after the explosion by a wireless signal from the detonator. But why did he have to use a video message? That's the one thing I don't get.
Hey.
Let's think about that after we've watched the whole thing. You're right.
Hey,
So, how did it go? Did the traitor come forward? If I had to guess, well, I'd say they didn't, right? So then, which is it? It'd make me very happy if you guys could tell me. I'll be at the warehouse next door waiting for your answer. From there, we'll compare our answers, and I'll let you know who the traitor really is. See you later. The warehouse next door? That's where Nagito is?
I won't forgive
This time I'll
you.
make sure to beat the crap out of him.
That's right.
Then I'll deliver the final blow and smash his head in with a wrench.
Jeez.
You bastards. What are you saying?
Bastard.
You guys can just beat the shit out of him because I'm the one who's gonna... You guys can just beat the shit out of him because I'm the one who's gonna fucking kill him. You guys, you totally flipped your lids. Now's not the time to be calm. We need to stop them.
That is annoying.
You are right. Let us make haste. Yes, let's leave here. They all seem a little bit heated. Yeah, a little bit. I'm gonna do it. I'm gonna beat the crap out of him. Hey, I totally know how you feel, but calm down.
Wait.
Shut up! Huh? Everyone's feet came to a grinding halt. Their red, angry faces instantly transformed into a look of caution. Akane, what is it? Can you hear something? It's coming from the other side of this door. The other side of this door? As I listened carefully, I could make out a soft sound coming from inside the warehouse. Music? What's he planning? Is this another one of Nagito's traps? Maybe. The moment we open the door, a real bomb is gonna go kaboom!
Now then.
Alright, let's open it and find out.
Huh?
Please do not, Akane. It is dangerous.
Yo.
It's fine. I'll open it slowly. I don't think Akane understands how bombs work. No, that's not the problem.
Leave it to me.
Seriously, it'll be fine. With those words, Akane brushed off everyone's warnings and slowly opened the door to the warehouse. Clatter, clatter.
Huh?
Huh? It's not opening. Is there something blocking the door? I can barely open it.
Hey,
I knew it. It's a trap. Seriously, just stop it, okay?
Yeah.
Didn't I tell you it'll be fine? I just gotta use a little more force.
What?
What happened to opening it slowly? Akane ignored their protests, and with a mighty kick, the door flew open. She has airbags, she'll be fine, Kappa. Oh my god. It's gonna blow up! Instinctively, we tensed our bodies and braced ourselves. But,
Huh?
what's this? What happened?
Yo.
Look inside.
It sure is dark.
Look how angry Hajime looks. Hajime looks like a mad boy in this scene. What the hell? Why is that going so far up? Whatever. I'll worry about that another time.
Looks like there aren't any lights on. Is Nagito really in here?
The inside of the warehouse felt even darker because our eyes were still used to the bright sunlight outside. Within that darkness, a loud hymnal blared throughout the warehouse at full volume.
Hey, do you guys hear something?
Yes.
Yeah, it's really damn loud. Does Nagito like listening to this depressing crap?
No, I'm not talking about the music.
And as if on cue, it suddenly started. Huh?
It's on fire!
A fearsome blaze suddenly began dancing inside the dark warehouse like fiery wings spreading before us.
Whoa! What's going on?
For now, we must extinguish these flames. Let us hurry and put them out.
Hey!
But how are we supposed to put this fire out? There should be fire extinguishing supplies inside the factory break room. Perhaps we should use those.
Damn it.
Got it. Let's head to the break room. After listening to Sonia, we ran into the factory. Oh yeah, the break room's on the left, huh? Yeah. Hello, break room. The break room is here, right? And they wouldn't let me come in here earlier. Where are the fire extinguishing supplies? This is a weird angle. A huge supply of lined up plastic bottles. It looks like there's some kind of liquid inside them.
Everyone!
You found it. Those are the fire grenades. Fire grenades? They're basic fire extinguishing goods. When you throw them at a fire, the container breaks and the chemicals inside put the fire out.
It is strange,
But
no?
this is strange. The last time I peeked inside this place, I recall seeing other fire extinguishing supplies too.
Hey!
This should be plenty. Let's hurry up and go back to the warehouse. We grabbed all the fire grenades and rushed back to the warehouse. Watch those be like lighter fluid. Make sure you don't get too close to the fire. It's dangerous. Take care not to inhale the smoke as well. We should throw the grenades from the door at the same time.
Damn it!
It looks like the curtain in the back is burning up. I just have to aim for that, right?
I'm gonna do
All right, let's go. We aimed for the curtain in the back and threw all our fire grenades at one after the other. but
Hey,
is it just me? Oh,
or does it feel like the fire's not going out
filled
at
with
all?
gasoline. The curtain absorbed the impact of the thrown grenades, which fell on the floor and shattered. They were completely ineffective at extinguishing the burning curtain.
Does it not seem like the fire is intensifying?
Hey, look, I think I was right.
If the fire continues to rise, it will inflame the ceiling.
This is bad. We've already used up all the fire grenades.
What are we gonna do? All we can do now is pray for rain.
Don't be stupid. There's no way it'll conveniently start raining if we pray for it.
Hey, look,
It's
there's
raining?
sprinklers.
So this is the power of the Japanese Terra.
No, Sonia, I think they're sprinklers.
That's not it. It looks like the sprinkler's activated.
Took them a fucking long time, though.
Oh, the sprinklers. They must have detected the smoke and turned on.
Bless God the Almighty. Water continued to vigorously pour out of the sprinklers. And after a while, the fire in the warehouse was completely extinguished. Looks like the fire's out. That is a relief. The hell? Man, my merch is drenched. It got splattered with water and now it's soaked. It's so wet.
Hey.
Hey, is it okay to look inside now?
Just a minute.
Time out. You can't. Nuh-uh, no way. Why can't we go inside?
Hey.
Smoke and hazardous gas are still spread throughout the warehouse. It's gotta ventilate for a little while.
Well, yeah.
Well, I guess you're right. It'd be a problem if we breathed in any lingering smoke. So, for the sake of your health, please wait for just a little while. While you're waiting, why don't you check out the Monokuma Theater I've freshly prepared? Huh? He saved the Monokuma merch. Why is there a Monokuma Theater here? We wouldn't want anyone to get hurt during the school trip. Everything is a lie. Monokuma doesn't exist. The Monokuma Theater doesn't exist. Everything is fiction. There's no meaning whatsoever. There's no relationship whatsoever. Everything was made. Monokuma can't be found anywhere. What are you doing here anyway? We wouldn't want to get anyone hurt during. We wouldn't want anyone to get hurt during the school trip. So thoughtful. Yeah, I know he's looking out for us.
Yes, indeed.
Yes. Now that the Monokuma Theater is over, I'm sure it's finished ventilating by now. Also, I'm finally starting to feel better. Just because my important merch was ruined doesn't mean I should be depressed about it forever. Whenever I feel depressed, I always ask myself this question.
But
Why are your eyes on the front? So we can move forward. Don't be sad about what's already happened and be positive. Best headmaster ever. Yeah, everything is a lie. We get it already.
Jeez.
Enough with your bullshit.
I'll leave the
Okay.
rest to you.
Oh, well, thank you, Monokuma. I turned on the light for you guys, too. You might hurt yourself if it's dark.
Here.
Now, go ahead. Go right ahead. Ahead! What is he... What? Is Nagito inside? He said he was in his video message, but he probably escaped by now. There was so much fire and smoke, and I thought I'd finally get to beat the crap out of him this time.
Hey.
Well, why don't we go inside and see how it's doing?
You.
He's always looking out for his students, Bible thump. Hajime? What happened? Well, nothing happened, but... I don't know why. My heart is racing. It won't settle down. I'm scared. As if an intense malice is about to stab me. Stab me through my whole body. And I can't even budge. Feels like everything was too late. Why do I feel this anxious? I don't know, let's go inside the warehouse. Anyway, let's go inside. A charred odor permeated throughout the warehouse, and the air was so heavy that it was hard to breathe. The moment I set foot inside the warehouse, a mixture of bewilderment, anxiety, and fear overtook me at once.
It smells.
Something smells.
Hey.
It's not me.
I am sorry.
I'm terribly sorry.
You serious?
Miss Sonia? Say it ain't so. No, not that. It's like a smell I've never smelled before.
Like...
Well, it makes sense that there are strange smells when a bunch of different things were burned.
Hey.
Hey, everyone, do you know about that curtain? You mean the curtain that was on fire, right? What do you mean, no?
See?
I didn't notice it until the curtain was burning, but there's space on the other side of it, too. When I looked where Chiaki was pointing, there was still space beyond that burned, tattered curtain. Alright, let's check out the back of the warehouse. I walked toward the burned, tattered curtain with slow, methodical steps. I'd never experienced such an oppressive atmosphere before, and I couldn't help holding my breath. And then, on the other side of the curtain, I saw the true source of the intense malice that I had been feeling. Oh, thank God. I had no idea what I was looking at. By the time I realized I was looking at the remains of Nagito Komeda, the ultimate lucky student, time had already stopped. He was too good for this world. Nagito, I'm so happy he's dead. Smile at hope in the name of despair. I really need to fix the chat. Eventually, the shock finally registered with me. A numb feeling spread from the center of my brain almost instantly. Nagito is dead. Even when I saw this before me, I wasn't able to comprehend that reality yet. Whoa. Well, he's doing well. She's doing well.
What?
What's going on here? Is he really dead? He's not pretending to be dead, is he? I mean, it's Nagito, you know? That's right, it's Nagito. Find him, murder him, kill that evil person? No. The murderer did us all a favor. He always messed with us. He always tried to confuse us. That's why I can't believe it. Hashtag avenge Nagito. Nagito ended up in such a cruel state. Nagito is dead. Deep down, I believed that when the killings finally ended, I'd never see this guy again. Well, I mean, that's still true. I never expected to be looking at Nagito's body like this. Nagito probably thought the same thing. I couldn't help seeing it in his dead, frightened face. But on this island, unbelievably abnormal occurrences happen all the time. Even Nagito couldn't escape that truth. But even something as small as that. Oh, well, thank you, Monokuma.
A body has been discovered! Now then, after a certain amount of time has passed, the class trial will begin!
Don't tell me.
The body discovery announcement? Then it's for real.
Hey!
Nagito is really dead?
Damn it!
It's not just that he's dead. If the body discovery announcement was made, does that mean Nagito was killed? Gee, Kazuichi, what the fuck do you think? Killed?
That's right.
Then it... Huh? What are you talking about, Showergate? Plus, it's one of us! I mean, that's what it means, right? Then it's for real. No shit, Sherlock. One of us killed Nagito? One of us killed him so brutally. Then it's going to start again? Huh? And the class trial is going to start soon, right? Then... Yep, we gotta do it! We gotta find out who Nagito's killer is. No matter who you guys sacrifice, you're determined to survive and leave this island, right? Then the time for action is now. So, allow me to give you the familiar Monokuma fight. Hold it right there. What? Don't get in my way like that. I was about to whip out the Monokuma file in such a cool way. Shut up. I can't stand this anymore. How much longer are you going to keep putting them through this? No more. I won't let you. I'll make sure I pulverize your evil intentions.
Hey!
Say something.
What's this?
Oh, now I remember who you are. You're Monami. You just now noticed?
Lie.
Anyway, Monami, if you're gonna talk about my intentions, why don't you talk about yours first? Huh? What are your intentions anyway? Why are you keeping everyone cooped up on this island? I'm sure everyone wants to know too, you know? What? No fair. You're shutting up too. Enough already. We already have enough to deal with concerning Nagito. Please, do not say anything else that will confuse us.
Hey,
Anyway, let's begin. Huh? But,
this is just...
I mean, in the end, we still have to do it, right? As long as a killing happens, we can't do anything about it, right? We have no choice but to do it, right? Besides, it's our fault that we couldn't even prevent it. I know. That's the only way we can survive, right?
Nice!
Looks like you kids are way more well-behaved than Monami.
Don't fuck with me!
We're tired of this too, you know. That's why I'll definitely make sure to finish this for good this time.
This is good.
Does that mean you guys are getting bored of this school trip?
Actually,
Don't worry, the end is near. Huh? The end?
what's the matter?
Don't make a face like a pig that's about to become bacon. You've already noticed it, right? The meaning behind that Monokuma timer. I guess there's only 2 days left, huh? When that timer reaches 0 2 days from now, what will happen to us? The killing school trip will be over.
Hey,
If this'll finally be over.
you serious?
Does that mean we can go home?
What are you gonna do?
Don't count your bears before they've hatched. There's still something you gotta do before that, right? So, once again,
It's the Monokuma file!
hooray, bacon. You guys need to find out who Nagito's killer is and survive the class trial. If this ends here, there won't be an afterword at all.
Do your
Okay.
best.
Well, thank you, Monokuma.
Wait!
Hold on.
I won't forgive you.
I won't let you escape this time. Wait right there. What do you guys think? If the school trip is nearly at an end, it's safe to think that we can go home, right?
But still...
Kazuichi, I understand how you feel, but we need to focus on Nagito's case first.
Damn it!
Even if we can go home, it'll be the end of us if we screw up here.
Alright!
Then let's hurry up and solve Nagito's case so we can all go back home.
However...
It is nice to think everyone can go home, but that is impossible, right? I mean, someone in this room killed Nagito. There's a killer among us. The weight of those words began to sink into me. And that was true of the previous cases, but was it really true this time? No matter how much I tried, I couldn't believe it. Because the victim was Nagito? Because his death was so abnormally cruel? No, it wasn't just that. There was something more to it than that. And whatever it was stuck inside me. Well, this is a new song. First, we need to look at the Monokuma file. The victim is Nagito Komeda, and the body was discovered inside the warehouse near the Monokuma plushie factory. Stuck inside me, Kappa? What? The estimated time of death is believed to be noon sharp. Not only is there a spear stabbed in his stomach, there are multiple stab wounds on each of his thighs. Furthermore, there's a laceration on his left arm and a knife impaled through his right hand. What a tragic situation. Just reading this is making me depressed.
Huh?
Is there something wrong with this Monokuma file? Again? But what's wrong with it? Not only is there a spear stabbed in his stomach, there are multiple stab wounds on each of his thighs. Furthermore, there's a laceration on his left arm and a knife impaled through his right hand.
Yep.
It's definitely weird. Raw intuition, who's the murderer? I don't know, Shower Kate. What a messed up psycho would do something cruel like this? Well, I guess I'll find out if I look around. And that's what the investigation is for. Don't worry or form conclusions on your own. That makes me more worried than I should be. Whoever chose to do this deserves to be knighted. We can discuss it later. Right now, our only chance to investigate. So we should investigate first. And if we don't, there won't be anything for us to discuss. Well, I guess you're right. Then let's start with the area surrounding Nagito's body. I would start with the back of the warehouse. Since this curtain blocked most of the water, this area wasn't affected by the sprinklers that much. Thanks to that, I can properly investigate Nagito's body. I never thought I'd have to investigate Nagito's body. He probably didn't expect to end up like this either. Monokuma file has been added to the truth bullets. Let's see what this is. Oh. Okay, I guess that's something I can't actually investigate, even though there's blood up here. Anyone else seeing this? There's blood up here, and why can't I investigate it? I never expected Nagito to die like this. He was always spouting nonsense about hope and trying to confuse the hell out of us. But even so, dying like this is just too cruel. Also, he wasn't completely useless. There were times we were only able to reach the truth because of him. But everything good and bad about him is gone. We'll never be confused by him again. We'll never be saved by him again. No. Now isn't the time to think about unnecessary things. I need to focus on the investigation right now. For now, I need to investigate everything about this body that catches my eye. Alright, well, the tape, for one. The asshole tie. He must have been in great pain. He clearly had this agonizing look on his face when he died. His mouth is covered with duct tape. Was this to keep Nagito from screaming for help?
This is
Jeez,
bad.
what a horrible look on his face. The blood splattered all over it doesn't help either. It's a good thing his mouth is covered with duct tape, otherwise I wouldn't be able to look at him. Got a minute? Sorry, excuse me. Chiaki moved past Kazuichi and me and squatted down next to Nagito's face. And in one swift movement, she ripped the duct tape off his mouth. Yay. Why do you have to stomp on my feelings? Because your feelings are wrong. Hey, what are you doing?
It's gonna be fine.
It'll be fine. I'll put it back right away once I'm done investigating here.
Hey!
Putting the tape back isn't the issue, you ungrateful swine! You're gonna get cursed! And the blood on Nagito's face. It looks like it mostly came from the slice on his left arm. Our Lord and Savior died? Oh, God. Nagito was not our Lord and Savior. Fuck him. If that's the case, it's no use. She's not listening. I can't believe Sans Undertale's husband is fucking dead. Huh? What does this have to do with Sans from Undertale?
Hey.
Hey, about the blood splattered on his face. Also, hey, Pixcast, how's it going? There's no blood under the duct tape. What's wrong with that?
Well,
This duct tape has crinkles like it was sticking toward the inside of his mouth, right? It's a meme, you dip? I mean, I guess I don't get the meme, sorry. Nagito was probably desperately moving his mouth under the duct tape. Seriously, what's wrong with that? She means Nagito's mouth was covered with duct tape before he got those wounds all over his body. So he tried to shout, which caused the duct tape to get sucked into his mouth a bit. But what's wrong with that? Is that something we really need to worry about? I don't really get it, but just put the duct tape back on his mouth already.
Yep.
Yeah, you're right. Anyway, this might be some kind of clue too. I should remember it. Duct tape has been added to the truth bullets. Alright, well, his hand got done stabbed. The knife is stabbed through Nagito's right hand. Did the killer do this? How could they do something so cruel? This knife, it must be from the military base. Military base? Now that you mention it, you're right. It looks like a survival knife.
Well,
And by the way, it seems the wounds on his legs and left arm were caused by that same knife. Which means after the killer was finished stabbing Nagito's legs and arm, they stabbed the knife through his right hand,
it cannot be.
and then they finished him off with the spear.
How cruel.
Then does that mean the killer went through the trouble of using two weapons, a knife and a spear? But they could have just killed him by stabbing him with the knife. Why did they need to use a spear at all?
You are right.
That is definitely strange. Was there a reason they had to use it? A reason they had to use the spear, huh? Survival knife has been added to the Truth Bullets section of your handbook. Hooray! Left hand. There's a cut on his upper left arm. His legs and right hand have stab wounds, but this wound looks like a slice. That's probably the reason the wound on his left arm doesn't look that deep compared to his other wounds. Well, regardless, it doesn't change the fact that it's a hideous wound and there's blood everywhere. There's something strange. Strange? What?
See?
Look at the palm of his left hand. I think that the blood is from when his left arm was sliced, but... Doesn't that blood splatter look strange? It cuts off right in the middle of his palm. Yeah, it definitely cuts off. Maybe that's as far as the blood could reach when it's splattered? Well, that would explain the blood on his palm, but there's something else that's strange? When you flip it over and look at the back of his hand,
Well?
there's also blood, but only above the middle joint of each finger. You're right. Why is it only this part?
See?
See, it's just as I said, right? It's strange, right? I win. Yeah, sure, you win. It's not really a game, but whatever, Chiaki. But it's definitely strange. What did the killer do to make the blood splatter like this? Blood on the left hand has been added to the Truth Bullets section of your handbook. Alright, I guess we're gonna look at the main event here. A spear with a flashy ornament on it is impaled deeply into Nagito's stomach. There's no way around it. That looks like the fatal wound.
What's this?
Oh my! What's this? Such a strange-looking spear, isn't it? Cord extends from the tip of the handle, and there's an iron weight attached to it. I see. You could use the cord as a whip to capture the enemy and deliver the final blow with the spear. Is this your first time looking at this too? Of course not. This is a spear of gun gear, right? You definitely just came up with that now. By the way, I wanted to ask you, where did that spear come from? I feel like I saw it at Nezumi Castle. What? Nezumi Castle? I was designed to be afraid of mice, so I can't go in there. Damn you, mice! Damn you all to hell! I see. Even he doesn't know what's inside that castle. Well, more importantly, I need to focus on the investigation. The spear definitely catches my eye, but the weight on the end of the cord coming out of the handle, it looks like that part has blood on it too. Hey Pop White Guy, how's it going? You definitely did not come up with that name right now. Yeah, it's almost like that showed up at the beginning of the first game. But for some reason, this section of the cord doesn't have blood on it. It's about the size of a human fist. It's strange that this section of the cord doesn't have blood on it. Also, Chiaki mentioned this earlier, but apparently that spear came from Nezumi Castle. How goes Nagito no? You got it, PogChamp? I got what? The reference to the first game? I'm so proud of you, Koala. Sorion, you watched me play through the entire first game. Except you hate Nagito. I do, because I am right. It might be better if I confirm that later. Spear of Gungear. I can't pronounce it, but I know it's from. Spear of Gungnir. Gungnir, whatever. Fuck it. Who cares? Feet. Both of Nagito's legs are tied up. Each rope is tied to pillars nearby. He wouldn't have been able to move at all. You're absolutely wrong. I'm not sure about that one. According to the Monokuma file, the wounds on his legs are all stab wounds. Does that mean the killer didn't just tie up Nagito, they also stabbed his legs? Why would the killer do something like that?
Damn it!
At any rate, it's pretty sadistic, and the killer must have been holding a grudge toward him. Or they might have been torturing him. Torture? I mean, if they just wanted to kill him, they could have just stabbed him once in the chest, right? If you disregard the spear in his chest, the other wounds were inflicted for reasons other than killing. Which means the wounds all over Nagito's body were from the killer torturing him? If that's the case, what was the killer trying to make Nagito confess? Was it something like that something that would have led to the traitor?
Even so.
Well, Even if this was torture, there's no doubt that the killer must have held a deep grudge toward Nagito. I'm good though. That's nice, Pop White Guy. That's nice to hear. Refusing to let him die easily, I can totally understand a dark impulse like that. But even if they held a grudge against him, would they really have gone this far? Torture rooms. Is there something else here? Oh, there's two things here. Burnt rope, okay. Nagito's right wrist is tied with a rope, but it looks like the tip of that rope is burned off. Could this be a result of the fire? But that's weird. If the rope is burned off like this, why are Nagito's clothes completely unaffected by the fire when he was so close to the blaze? Burned rope has been added. I guess I'm done with the area surrounding Nagito's body. Jeez, can't believe I actually investigated such a grisly-looking body. Even I'm surprised at myself. Does this mean I'm used to it? My classmate's dead body is right in front of me, and one of my peers is the killer responsible, and I have to investigate his death so I can find the killer. Someday you'll see the error in your ways, my child. Until this day, I'll pray for you in hopes Nagito will not punish you for your heresy. Nagito can't do shit because he's dead, and I'm glad. Am I used to something so as abnormal as this? That would mean I'm becoming abnormal too. Monokuma plushie. Monokuma's dead, and there's blood coming out of his stomach. Hey. No response. He's dead, Jim. Just kidding. I'm not dead. I mean, we literally... Are you going to play straight into the third game, or are you going to play the special episode? I don't have the special episode or the third game, Pop White Guy, so the answer is neither. Because I don't have either of them, so I can't really play them. Just kidding. I'm not dead. Is this one of the life-size plushies that were being produced at this factory? If you're mistaking a plushie for me, then there's something wrong with you. You're a stuffed animal, too. Don't put oversized garbage there. It's so misleading. What are you calling oversized garbage? Could this be one of Monokuma's tricks? Then why'd he do it? Making a hole like it got stabbed and going to the trouble of dirtying the hole with blood. Did he try to imitate Nagito's body or something?
What are you
I had nothing to do with that. Huh? He's probably lying. Seriously, you're always lying. You should just die like that plushie over there.
What's this?
You seem more pissed than usual these days, mon ami, but you better watch what you say. If I feel like it, I can wipe you out easily, you know? Step 1, cut a hole in a box. Step 2. Is Step 3 profit? Yeah, profit kappa. I won't give in to your threats. I'll fight you until the very end. I will definitely take back the seat of world supremacy from Monokuma. Take it back? What are you talking about? Looks like those annoyances are gone. If it wasn't Monokuma's trick, then who did this? Could the killer have done this? If so, is this Nagito's blood? I have no idea how this connects to the incident, but I'm gonna make it a truth bullet anyway. Monokuma plushie has been added. Alright, I guess let's start talking to the kids. If only everyone could go home, nothing would make me happier. No, we should finish the class trial, and then we can think about what will happen after. Step 4, flex tape. One of us killed Nagito in such a cruel way? It's too bizarre. I can't do anything except laugh. She looks like she's deep in thought while staring at the ceiling. What happened? Is there something strange about the ceiling?
Yep.
Yeah, about that sprinkler. That's one of the sprinkler heads that activated to put out the fire.
Well,
And you can see a girder right next to it, right? There.
see?
Yay! Can you see that red streak? You don't need flex tape. If you do it correctly, the box is hands-free thanks to the hole. Wait, I'm a lurk? Okay, Zachy Jacob. You do that. Welcome. Hello. Have fun lurking, I guess. Uh-huh. You're right. I definitely see it. It looks like a small red line on the ceiling of the girder.
Perhaps.
Is that blood? Blood? And the color definitely looks like blood, but there's no way blood could get up there, right? Plus, it's in a straight line. And that's why I've been staring at it. I think it's strange. It's definitely strange. I should remember this. So when I tried to click on that blood earlier, it didn't let me click on it just so Chiaki could tell me about it? Wow, game. Blood on the girder.
Like,
I'm not freaking out about it like Kazuichi, but I definitely can't stop thinking about it. When the Monokuma timer reaches 0 2 days from now, what's gonna happen? What's gonna happen? That rotten school trip is gonna end, right? We can finally go home! Carefree till the end. Chucky's so much smarter than you are. I mean, she's smarter than Hajime. That was one of the first things I noticed in this room. She found that blood while you totally missed it? Yeah, thanks, Sora, I'm sure. Does that mean you don't think that'll happen?
Well, yeah.
Monokuma might be planning to make us do something after the countdown ends.
Hey,
What do you mean, something? He's making us kill each other, you know? What could be worse than that?
damn it!
I don't know. But this is Monokuma we're talking about, you know? There's no way this will end smoothly with a countdown. Anyway, like you said before, if we screw up here, it's the end for us. For now, let's focus on the investigation. We'll think about the countdown after we live through the class trial. Yeah, I know. Then don't bring up strange stuff like that. Alright, did you notice anything, Akane? Is there any food in here? It mattered for Gundam's killing and for Mikan's, but it looks like it's different this time. It doesn't matter this time. What doesn't matter? The time. Well, it looks like the time doesn't matter. It was clearly written in the Monokuma file, the time of death was noon sharp. If it was at noon, what were we doing at that time? What were we doing? Well, right now, oh, thank you, Minimara. It's 12:30 p.m., so it also has a clock function. I mean, there is a clock on the chest, Hajime. Come on, keep up. And that means Nagito died 30 minutes ago. Huh? It happened that recently? He's totally a fresh kill! Fresh. Seems like a bad way to describe it. If it happened 30 minutes ago, was it around the time we were struggling with the bombs? You're right. Those fake bombs were originally supposed to explode at noon. Which means whoever doesn't have an alibi for that time is Nagito's killer. But this could be like when Nekomaru died. The killer could have also used some kind of automatic setup. Also, the crime looks very detailed, so they would have needed time to prepare. And then whoever doesn't have an alibi before we found the bombs is suspicious. You mean everyone? XD, still edible? Oh god. Oh god, Sorion. Wait, none of us have an alibi for that time. That's when we all split up to search for the bombs. Yeah, and that's the problem. Thank you, Akane. Anything else here? Lighter. It's an oil lighter. And this is where the curtains would have been hanging. It looks like there was it looks like the fire did extensive damage here. If the oil lighter was placed here...
Just kidding.
Just put an apple in his mouth and bake for 40 minutes? No, you'd have to put him on a rotisserie then. Ah, an oil lighter. Someone probably wanted to keep warm.
Bring it on.
It is a most foolish thought, and this is clearly the cause of the fire. Thank you, Sonia, for the very weird way to phrase that.
Well,
Oil lighters can continue to burn even after someone lets go of them. That's the biggest lighter I've ever seen.
which means...
So, using that, the curtain was set on fire. Using the oil lighter, huh? Do you think the killer set up some sort of trick with it?
You are
And
right.
the killer probably planned to destroy evidence by setting this warehouse on fire. And they caused a fire to destroy evidence. That's the only reason I can think of why the killer would set the fire to their crime scene, but... Sonia's so smart, PogChamp, yes. Oil lighter has been added to the truth bullets. Now then, I guess that's enough investigating the area behind the curtain. And the killer's goal wasn't just killing Nagito, there should have been another reason as well. If not, they wouldn't gone through the trouble of tying him with a rope and covering his mouth with duct tape. Not just that, there's no reason to inflict any wounds other than a fatal one. So, what was the reason? Looks like I better investigate other areas to figure that out. Alright, I should try investigating the other areas inside this warehouse first. Alright, leave here, sure. The other areas inside this warehouse. Oh, you all followed me. Monokuma panel. Maybe whoever did it is just completely messed up. Thinking. No, we've already killed the person who's completely messed up. He's dead. He's gone. Thank good riddance. There are a lot of tipped over Monokuma panels. The panel near the curtain in the back is tipped over and burned. Did the fire do that? But why are they scattered like this? The last time I came here, I seem to recall... And they should have been neatly put away. Maybe we're the ones who made this mess? Sadistic bastard, how dare you kill Nagito? He didn't deserve to die like that. I mean, maybe not like that, but I'm glad he's gone. Huh?
See?
Look, the tipped over panel by the entrance is really close to the door, right? So maybe the reason these panels are tipped over is... It's fine, I'll open it slowly. No, that's not the problem. Seriously, it'll be fine. With those words, Akane brushed off everyone's warnings, since this is a flashback to earlier. They used the panels as dominoes to set off the oil lighter. Koala's the culprit, burn him. I'm not in the game. Okay, can we get through this flashback, please? It's not interesting. Could it be... Was that it?
Well?
And there's something else I've been wondering. Trial today? I have no idea, Sorion. It kind of depends on how long everything is. Kill the non-believer, right? Probably not, right? Oh, wow, I've already been live for an hour. Yeah, probably not. I'll probably just get through the investigation. And these Monokuma panels are tipped over starting from the entrance to the back of the warehouse, right? And they seem to be lying on top of each other in a straight line. Yeah, compared to the other tipped over panels, that line is the only one that's neat and orderly.
So...
Isn't this clearly strange? Strange? That means we can speculate this was done intentionally. Although I will say something I like about... Oh, it's just a panel, not a hidden Monokuma. It looks like a hidden Monokuma, but... Something that's nice about this trial is this music is so much better. This is an MP3 player. There's even a speaker plugged into it. But why is this here? I'll give you a hint, the killer is one of you, Kappa. It looks like weird music was playing from there. Oh, that weird music, whatever. You know, the music that was blaring when the fire started? Yeah, you're right. Looks like it's busted from getting drenched by the sprinklers. And there's no mistaking it. That music was playing from that MP3 player. I don't disagree with that, but why was the killer playing music from this? MP3 player. Oh, do I just have to talk to all the kids now? Oh, tons of CDs. That might be a clue. All these CDs, they're all copies of Monokuma's music. These should have been burned too. Looks like this side is completely soaked because of the sprinkler. Even if there was an important clue here, we might not be able to notice it. But it's better than the warehouse burning to the ground. Good thing we were able to put the fire out. I mean, Hajime, good thing we were able to put the fire out. You did very little. Like, the sprinkler did most, if not all, of the work. You know?
Hey.
But there was a lot of smoke. It's a good thing we didn't go inside when we were throwing the grenades.
You are right.
I agree. If we did, we would have been caught by the sprinklers and become all wet and soggy. Sonia's all wet. She's all drenched and soggy. You were thinking that, huh? I wasn't thinking that at all. Why are you responding, Kazuichi? I was asking Hajime. You're screwing with me. Oh my, screwing? How lewd.
Hey.
Please don't look at me with such fearful eyes. I only imagined it for a second. We did our best. Kazuichi, you should probably just keep your mouth shut already. Well, even though I did say I was gonna friggin' kill him, there's no way I would have actually done it. I was just upset, you know? Alright, very useful, Kazuichi, thank you. I'll think about the countdown after we live through the class trial. Looks like Sonia's focused on investigating the warehouse. Which reminds me, there's something I needed to ask her about. Don't be mean to Soda, he just wants that royal booty. Yeah, but he's a creep. He's a creep about it. Now that we've pretty much finished investigating Nagito's body, I think it's time I talk to her. Hey Sonia, do you have a minute? Yes, what is it? I want to talk to you about when that fake bomb Nagito set in the warehouse exploded. Huh? Right before it exploded, you said something like this, right? Oh, good, a flashback. That way we can see what she said. She tells us it's not a bomb. Why did you know the bombs were fake? Well, that's not all either. When we were looking for the bombs, why were you at the military base? I thought you were supposed to be searching the central island. Plus, when I called for you, you didn't come to the factory right away. Where were you and what were you doing during that time? Oh my.
It cannot be.
Do you suspect me? It's a misunderstanding. I am not the killer. Jesus shit, you son of a bitch! Oh my god. That's such a great line. Jesus shit, you son of a bitch. Oh my god. That's such a great line. Oh, thank you, Sonia. Sonia?
I am sorry.
I am terribly sorry. I was panicking. I shall calm down and explain to you why I was at the military base. When I first explored the final island, I discovered a vast amount of bombs there. Huh?
Well,
At first, I was worried that someone might use them for nefarious reasons if I announced it to everyone, so I kept silent the whole time. Does that mean when you heard Nagito planted bombs, you got suspicious and went to investigate them?
that
Whoops,
is-
that's not how you read. And as I suspected, the bombs had disappeared. I thoroughly searched for them inside the military base, but the bombs were nowhere to be found. And because you were searching for them, you were late when we all gathered?
Please listen.
And because of that, I reached a conclusion. The bombs Nagito brought from the military base... The bombs Nagito brought were from the military base, which means they were fake bombs. How did you find out the bombs at the military base were fake? Because I attempted to use one of them. What?
I see.
I thought one of the bombs would be strong enough to blast open the door to the ancient ruin. At the time, I still believed the bombs were real, and I thought that I could just use them to gain entrance to the ancient ruin.
However,
Look at Monami.
plan was an utter failure.
Look at Monami back behind those trees. Or vines, I guess.
The bomb was not real. It was merely a fireworks display. God damn it, all to hell!
I love Sonya.
I see. So that's why you're the only one who knew the bombs at the military base were fake.
I did. As did Monami as well. She was also secretly peeking at the bomb.
Yeah, super secretly. Look at her hiding there. Totally hard to see.
Which means...
If those bombs are the same ones that disappeared, it would mean Nagito took them. And that is why I knew it was a fake. However, I did think it was strange when Nagito blew up the hotel lobby. Well, that bomb was real and I could not stop thinking about it. But upon further reflection, that might have been Nagito's plan all along. He showed us a real bomb to make us believe that the bombs he set were real as well. If so, then Nagito's actions were extremely calculated. But the problem is his reason for doing it. With this, I have explained everything.
Do you have a
And
minute?
there should be no more reason for you to doubt me. Jesus shit, you son of a bitch. You're right, I got it. Sonia's account has been added. Alright, I've pretty much finished looking for clues inside the warehouse. Nagito's such a smart guy. Nah, Nagito's an idiot. Look at him. Look at him. If he was so smart, why is he dead? I was able to find some clues here, but there are still also so many things I don't understand yet.
Hold it.
You look worried. Yeah, I am.
Well,
At a time like this, it might be good if you broaden your investigation range. You mean it's good to invest other places as well? She might be right. There are several things I've been wondering about besides the crime scene. The military base that Sonia mentioned, the plushie factory next door, Nezumi Castle where the spear originally came from, and Nagito's room too. If I'm going to understand the reason for his actions, I need to know more about him. Nagito banished to the Shadow Realm? Because some messed up crazy guy did this to him, or girl, or Apache helicopter? What if it's the helicopter? Oh, that would be the best ending to this case. The helicopter did it! I'm pretty sure the others have finished investigating. Hey, you guys, isn't it time we leave this place and try exploring other areas too? In response to Chiaki, the others gathered around her. I agree. I was just thinking about proceeding to another area. It seems we had the same idea. Huh? But is that safe? There won't be anyone to guard the crime scene. Or Toaster. Toaster's not a gender. Sorion, that's pretty closed-minded of you. Maybe it is. How do you know? If you're willing to accept Apache Helicopter, you should be willing to accept Toaster. But I'm a Toaster. Exactly, see, Pop White Guy. Yep. We don't have a choice. There just aren't enough of us. Besides, we've investigated all we can here. I guess you're right.
See?
Also, it looks like the clues we found aren't enough to piece this incident together. So we need to search for them in other areas. Probably. Well, alternatively, if there aren't any clues in other areas either, we'd have to give up completely. You don't really need to say that.
Hey!
And then it's okay if we leave this place, right? I only accept Helicopter because it has guns. Pretty close-minded of you to assume Toasters don't have guns. And I'm scared. Okay, you do you, Minimaru. There's no time for us to stand around. In order to survive, there's no other way except to do it. In order to survive, we need to find Nagito's killer. If we don't sacrifice that person, nobody can survive. That's our reality. That's why there's no time for us to stand around. That's weird? What's weird? Alright, let's start with the plushie factory since it's right here. Has science gone too far? Never. Alright, let's start with the truck. Apparently the bombs that were stuffed on this truck were actually fireworks. Which reminds me, this truck looks like it came from the military base. Nagito must have brought it from there. Other than that, there's nothing in particular that catches my eye. Alright. That's an enormous machine, but it's stopped for now. Looks like there's nothing... Okay. Oh, hi, Sonia. How are you doing? And that reminds me, when we saw Nagito's video message on this laptop... Is he still watching us from somewhere? If he's not, then how did he time his message so perfectly? No, it looks like the video... Why am I reading a flashback? It's a flashback. We've already seen it. At the time, Nagito should have already been killed, which means that video was recorded in advance. It's right. Besides that video, there might be data on this laptop that could be used as a clue. Make the brave little toaster rated R. That is the hardest hashtag to read. I wanted to see the flashback Bible thump. I'm sorry, Sorion. You were also here the first time it played. And with that thought in mind, I tried messing around with the laptop, but it's no use. It's locked. There's no way I can examine this. But if it's locked, then maybe there really is something inside. Maybe I'm overthinking this. Basket. The life-size Monokuma plushies are crammed inside an enormous basket. I was not. I came shortly after that, I believe. Oh, I could have sworn you were here. It wasn't trust me, it wasn't interesting. But it looks like there aren't any clues here. Damn it. Maybe you're a clue.
My...
I have never seen so many Monokumas in my life. Well, yeah. Even if you knew of Monokuma before you came to this island, your memories were wiped. So you would have only ever seen one Monokuma, Sonia. You just said something pretty obvious. Well, Monokuma isn't exactly someone you'd normally run into. It involved Nagito unharmed and alive. Not really. So it was really important. However, while I was staring at all these Monokumas, a thought occurred to me.
Well?
The bomb that went off at the lobby might have been set up here. Huh?
Do you have a minute?
If you hide the bomb inside a Monokuma plushie, it would make a frightening weapon. Do you not think the group that is forcing us to kill each other would devise something like that?
Amazing.
A plushie bomb is an act of terrorism.
All right.
Let us rip these apart right away so we can confirm it. Hold on. If there was a bomb inside, wouldn't it explode if we carelessly messed with it?
Easy as
Either
pie.
way, it is still all gravy. All gravy? What the hell does that mean? Soda equals Toko confirmed, by the way. Huh? How is Soda Toko? Well, I mean, I guess the relationship-y stuff. but Kazuichi doesn't have nearly the attitude Toko had. Stop! There's no bomb!
Hey!
You'll know if you just pick me up, see? All you'll feel is the soft weight of cotton. The tongue gives it away. I mean, you're right, Pop. That is true. Blep. They do both have some bleps.
I see.
You are right. And then, where did Nagito obtain the bomb he used? I wonder. If I'm gonna give you guys a hint, then you should know it wasn't from the military base. To tell you the truth, the bombs there are all fakes.
Please wait.
I know that already. You should have said so earlier. Well, I thought if I kept quiet, it would foreshadow that a killing was gonna happen. And that's why I'm just now telling you for the first time. Phew, I feel relieved. But if the bomb wasn't from the military base or this factory, then he brought it from the Octagon. I must say, you have a good eye there, Sonia. Putting a bomb inside one of my plushies seems like a splendid idea. Let's try it.
That is...
Did I say something I should not have said? Hint equals I'm gonna exactly tell you the answer. I wish my teacher would give these kinds of hints during tests. Well, to be fair, he didn't exactly tell us the answer. He told us that it wasn't from the military base or this factory. He didn't then say where it was. He just gave us a very, very, very directed hint. It's not your fault. Don't worry about it. Monokuma's account has been added to the truth base. Okay. Let me check the break room. The break room is on the other side of this door. This is where we obtained the fire grenades. Anything inside? There's nothing on the floor that looks like a clue. Not even trash. Okay. Leave here. Yeah, I guess. So what was the next step? It was, here. There are 4 places, and I can only remember 3 of them. Yeah, that's still better than if you believe that's the answer, you need to go with it. I don't know that it's necessarily better than that. Sometimes you gotta try to know the answer. So, wait, where are the 4 places? There's the plushie factory, the castle, Nagito's room, and I don't remember what else. This is the wrong... Oh, the military base. Good, I'm glad I went the wrong way first. Or you should have studied more. Well, why didn't you study more, Sorion? Hey, Kazuichi, did you find anything? Damn it! This dangerous place is the reason all this messed up stuff is happening. Leaving guns out in the open is totally dangerous. Seriously, they gotta take better care of these. Or remember that time I wanted alone time with you and you declined? Now I'm gonna help the person who did? What? It's easy to say that, but there's no one on this island who can do that. Hey, a tank. Did they use this? If the bombs were fake, this might be fake too. But I'm not brave enough to check for myself. Oh yeah, the truck. A huge supply of guns and other firearms are stuffed into the truck bed. Ah, found it! What did you find? Well, that truck bed over there has guns in it, but I also found stuff like a survival knife? Wait, that's... Isn't that the same type of knife that was stabbed through Nagito's right hand? Which means the killer obtained that knife here. So the killer's someone who visited this military base at least once. That's everyone, though. No, not me. This is the first time I've been here. That sounds fishy. Did I already talk to him? I think I already talked to him, didn't I? It's that dreadful helicopter, the one that executed Teru. It doesn't have anything to do with the incident. Did I not talk to him already? Oh, this other truck. And when I tried looking through the truck bed, it's empty. Nothing's here. It's a creepy teacher joke, you innocent soul. I mean, it was just worded strangely, Sorion. When I first came here, there was something on the truck bed, which means Sonia was telling the truth.
However...
And as I suspected, the bombs had disappeared. Blah, 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 blah. We've already read this. But did Nagito know the bombs weren't real? It's possible that he thought they were the real thing. No, never mind. He said as much in his video message. Non-native speaker, don't bully me. Sorry. Sorry, Sorion, it's okay. Seriously, think about it. Do you really think there were enough bombs to blow up an entire island? Even if there were, a guy like me, blah blah blah. He knew the bombs were fake. He only did what he did to weed out the traitor. No, is that really it? Did Nagito only do that to expose the traitor? Maybe there was a different motive behind his actions. What else is there to examine here? I guess nothing. Well, then let's... Oh, no, not there. That's the wrong button. I totally thought that, the bridge was right after the factory. Look how incorrect I am. Well, at least we get some food. Let's pretend Hajime's running away with some noodles. Yum. Noodles. Alright, now the castle. Food, PogChamp. Nezumi Castle. Alright, yep, that's definitely missing. I'm so hungry, I'm sorry. A spear with a flashy ornament on it is hanging from the wall. And this spear is definitely it, right?
I see.
Just as I thought. It looks exactly like the spear that killed Nagito. And the same whip-like cord is attached to the handle, and there's a weight at the end of it.
Also,
Plus, it looks like one of the spears on the wall is missing. Anonymous has gifted a Tier 1 sub to Sorion. Thank you very much, Anonymous. And now Sorion has that sub. By the way, can we talk about how Nagito got 2 bombs out of the octagon? Qualified. PogChamp. There's no mistaking it. And the killer took one of the spears and used it as a weapon. Spear of Gungnir, huh? Monokuma would totally come up with a lame name like that. But why did the killer use the spear and a knife?
well, yeah.
Yeah, they could have just killed him with a knife. It would have been easier too. There's no way a spear like this with this unnecessary cord thing on it would be easy to use. It went from the funhouse directly to the trial. So he had to hide them on his body. Must have had really big pockets. Oh god. I don't want to think about it. Yeah, it definitely looks hard to wield. But still, they chose this spear for a reason. What could that reason be? I feel a little tired. No matter how much I investigate, I don't feel any closer to the truth. That's probably why I feel this way. I'm feeling this strange feeling that I've never felt before. As if Nagito is trying to make us suffer even after he's died. Well, now's not the time to think about stupid things like that. Prison pockets? Oh god. I haven't even started investigating his cottage yet. It's too early to start complaining. If we investigate that place, we might be able to find some kind of clue. Alright, let's go. Back to his cottage then. He probably swallowed him and vomited him up later like drug couriers. I don't want to imagine different ways. Well, is it possible that Nagito has been allowed access back into the funhouse? By the way, thanks Anonymous Pepe D. Yeah, that was very kind of. I have no idea who Anonymous was, but that was very nice of him to gift you that sub. That is this. I almost went right past the hotel. Alright, look for the crazy persons. Well, it's probably the one that people are standing in front of. Don't mind me, Monokuma. Maybe. Clatter, clatter. It's locked. I can't go inside. Hey, little buddy, will you let me in?
What's this?
Oh my! You want to go inside Nagito's room too?
Hajime.
Hajime.
What are you gonna
I was
do?
just listening to Chiaki's request. She wants me to unlock the door to Nagito's cottage because she really needs it for the class trial. She begged me to do it while she was licking my black eye. I didn't do that. Then do it! It's sweet because it's made out of black beans. Hey, we don't have time to mess around. Hurry up and unlock the damn door. Fine. I guess I have no choice. I just gotta do that, right? Now then. Oh, thank you. See, I've opened the door. You can freely investigate now. This isn't my first time seeing that, but why does that door open with a spell like that?
Perhaps.
Maybe the cottage key is computerized.
Hey.
More importantly, let's go inside now that the door is open. Yeah, you're right. Right into Nagito's room. Well, that's ominous. So, Nagito was living here. What was he thinking inside this room? Oh, hey, that's Monami's box, isn't it? That came out wrong. Let's move past it. What was he feeling as he spent his days in here? I can't even imagine. Wanting to see absolute hope, becoming despair so he could act as a stepping stone for the rest of us? No matter how much I think about it, I just don't understand him at all. I don't even know if he truly believed that. Wanami's box, PogChampo, clipped. Oh god. He was especially weird these past few days. What changed him? Maybe the clue to that might be hidden here as well. Well, let's look at the treasure box. There's a hidden Monokuma in here too. A fancy-looking treasure box covered in sparkling pink lights is totally standing out. Could this be... Can you let me know if you find my treasure? It's a magnificent treasure box covered in sparkling pink lights. And that treasure box... Chiaki, you know about this?
Yep.
It's really cute. Oh, she was just reacting. And this looks like Monami's stolen treasure box. If this is here, that means the thief Monami was talking about was Nagito. But why would Nagito steal this? In order to find out, it might be good to see what's inside.
Hold it.
Is it gonna be okay? It looks a little dangerous. It might be, but this could be some kind of clue, you know. If this wasn't important, Nagito wouldn't have stolen it from Monami in the first place. I turned back toward the treasure box and cautiously opened the lid. Inside, there was a notebook. I really thought that was a trading card at first. Clipped. God damn you, bot. That actually is not the bot, Sorion. That's just Twitch, naturally. This is it? Why is a notebook inside this treasure box like it's something important? I took the notebook out of the treasure box and began leafing through it. It contained sloppy drawings as if they were drawn by children and entries that looked like chicken scratch. Automod bot is a bot too? Yeah, sort of, but like, it's not even Automod popping up for it, it's just Twitch will naturally block links. Like, at least with Automod, I get a prompt saying, do you want to allow or disallow this message? Day 1, I was able to talk to everyone for the first time today. Monokuma showed up and things turned bad. Day 2, Byakuya is the leader. A lot of things happened today, so everyone's tired. What is this, a diary? You can change that? I can, but I'm lazy. Looks like it did. Did Monami write these? Probably. These pictures and the entries totally suit her. I'll probably fix it after stream. I forget since people rarely post clips in my chat anyway. But I'll look into it after this stream, sorry. I kept flipping through the pages. Day 3, day 4, day 5, page after page of poorly written entries continued on in the notebook. I don't really understand, but it looks like there aren't any clues here. You just perfectly described my life. Which part? The I'm lazy and then I'll do it after this stream? And right when I was about to give up, my hand suddenly stopped on an entry titled Day 16. Day 16. We've been in the funhouse for 3 days. Everyone's hungry and on edge. I can, but I'm lazy. I just really forget to do it. Hajime tried to go in the final dead room today. He's probably panicking because no one believes him. Huh?
Hey.
Hajime, did something happen? Oh, it's nothing. Hey, stop! Don't look at my notebook! Whoa. from out of nowhere, Monami suddenly appeared and took the notebook out of my hand.
I won't forgive you.
I did ask you to look for my treasure box, but I never said you were allowed to peek inside. Geez, that was close. If I had come any later, he would have seen the inside of the notebook. Unfortunately, you were a little too late.
Huh?
But if this notebook is here, then Nagito was the thief? Don't look at Monami's box without her consent.
No.
Betrayal! I was betrayed by my beloved student! God damn you, Koala. It was Hajime, not me.
Hey.
Hey, that notebook, it's pretty much your diary, right? Diary? It seems that way. That's right, this is my important diary where all my maiden secrets are written. Hey, you're a liar. Oh, you always show up out of nowhere. So do you, Monami. Monami, it's not good to lie, you know. Lie? There's no way you wrote in that notebook. After all, Monami can't even write. Huh? What are you saying? Jeez, I can write letters easily. I can finally write the letter B.
That's wrong.
No, you can't, because you have no fingers on your hands. You know, I never thought about it. You clicked it? What? I never thought about it. She does not have fingers. Monokuma's right. Monokuma at least has thumbs, for some reason. See? Bullseye. I know, because I'm the same way, too. Oh, never mind. Huh? Are you mad? Are you angry that I exposed a weakling like you?
Hey.
So that's what this is about. You're seriously trying to crush me.
What are you saying?
What are you saying? There's no way a big brother would ever crush his little sister. She could write with her mouth. I suppose. That's not very easy, though. And if it's not easy, I don't expect Monami to do it. I mean, the handwriting was disgusting. It looks like the time to settle things between us is getting closer every second. Hey, I don't know why you're getting so serious, but is what Monokuma said true? Huh? He said you didn't write in that notebook. Is that true? If so, who wrote in it? Well, you know, it's, how should I put it?
Bye-bye.
Excuse me. Hold on. Damn it, she totally ran away again.
Yep.
That same pattern as usual. It looks like it's a waste of time to try to get answers from her. But still, I really wanted to ask her about that notebook. Mouth writing. Well, actually, it might be better that I didn't ask her. Monami's notebook. I see you. Come to me, Monokuma, doll.
No.
Haha! Our time for investigating is winding down.
So,
The bookshelf might take some time to investigate, so we should try examining some other areas first. Are there other areas to investigate? I mean, there's the bed. Hello, bed. It's the bed that comes with the cottages. It looks just like the one in my room, but
hey.
maybe there's something hidden under his bed. It's a usual place for hiding things. Yeah, like porn. Well, we should still check just in case. With no expectations and without thinking, I peeked under the bed and there's something here. It's a plastic bag from the supermarket. It looks like there's something inside. What's this? It looks like a gas mask and rubber gloves. And these look like the real deal. Did he get these from the military base? A gas mask and rubber gloves. He was hiding these under his bed. What did Nagito use this stuff for? Gas mask and gloves. Hajime, was there anything else under the bed? Let's see. I peeked under the bed once again and started looking around the area where I found the supermarket bag and there's a small piece of paper on the floor. A piece of paper made of blue aluminum? Then it's not paper. Round, thin piece of aluminum, huh? It's similar to those seals that go over jars of unopened mayonnaise. I get what you're saying, but does that mean this is just a piece of trash?
Wait.
Who knows? It might be too soon to decide that. Piece of blue paper. Okay, I guess the bookshelf. There's a lot of books arranged here. Did Nagito bring these from the library? in addition to books, there's a bunch of random crap stuffed onto the shelf. It might take a lot of time for us to thoroughly go through that stuff.
Hey, hey.
Let's just leave it for later. Yeah, I agree. The basic layout is just like my cottage. There's nothing out this window that really catches my eye. A fancy-looking treasure box covered in sparkling pink lights. Apparently was stolen from Monami's house. If this is here, that means Nagito was the one who stole this from Monami. But why would Nagito steal this? Did he want the notebook that was inside? But Monami didn't write in that notebook, so who did? No, that notebook doesn't matter right now. I mean, it sort of does. Our time for investigating is winding down. Okay. Since it's structured just like my room, the shower room is over here. And looks like there aren't any clues here. Oh, the fridge. Right. Last I checked, paper isn't aluminum. That's what I was saying, white guy. He's like, it's a piece of paper, but it's made out of metal. It's like, well, then it's not paper. There's a refrigerator.
Huh?
Nice. My cottage doesn't even have a refrigerator. I wonder where he got it from. Nagito probably supplied it himself. Why would he go to the trouble of putting a refrigerator in his room? Does he really enjoy cold drinks? As I talked with Chiaki, I opened the refrigerator out of curiosity. It's a body! Oh! For poisoning use only. Well, at least it's nicely labeled. There isn't really much inside. The only thing inside the refrigerator was a brown bottle. For someone who likes cold drinks, it doesn't look like he stocked very much. But that bottle clearly isn't a drink, right? Really? It looks like some kind of dietary supplement to me. Protein powder, maybe? I took the brown bottle out of the fridge and started reading the label because I couldn't read it while I was in the fridge. Exclusively made for poisoning someone to death? That's... Hey, this is...
Maybe.
Yeah, it looks like it's poison. Poison? It looks like there's a warning label on the back. Well, let's examine it in a little more detail. But be careful with that bottle. Don't drop it. Stop it. If you worry me like that, I'm gonna get nervous. I grabbed the bottle with my trembling hand and began reading the warning label on the back of the bottle. Poison made specifically for killing someone. It's Monokuma's special poison. In big red letters, I know, right? And this enchanted liquid is highly potent and takes effect immediately. Please handle with care. Though its volatility is low, the liquid is very dangerous when vaporized. In a gaseous state, it's heavier than air and breaks down in minutes and is susceptible to hydrolysis. So it is possible for you to poison someone to death without any complications. Keep this liquid secure by storing it in a cool place in a gas or plastic container away from sunlight. In a glass or plastic container, I can read. Hajime's so blind. Yeah, Hajime's blind and I can't read. This sure does look like a chemical made solely for poisoning someone to death. I mean, it looks like a bottle to store a chemical. I don't know that you can see the chemical. And this refrigerator must be here to keep the poison secure. But where did Nagito get something like this?
Well,
And that question could apply to the bomb he used at the hotel too. Apply to the bomb? Oh yeah, there were a bunch of fridges in the octagon, right?
see?
And there should be a reason Nagito was able to obtain such dangerous items. The octagon inside the funhouse. This poison, he must have brought it with him from there too, right?
Perhaps.
He was probably hiding them somewhere on his body during the last class trial. He was hiding a bomb and poison during the class trial? Jeez, how dangerous. What would have he done? What would he have done if he accidentally tripped and broke the bottle? Just thinking about it scares me.
Hey, hey.
Also, he already blew up the bomb he took with him at the lobby. But what about this poison? Huh?
See?
It looks like the bottle is less than half empty. Well, was it like this from the beginning? Or did Nagito use it? If so, where did he use it? I wonder, is there still a trap somewhere that hasn't been sprung yet? Another trap?
Perhaps.
For example, maybe he was making some kind of trap for using this poison before he died. If that actually exists, it'd be real bad, and it could potentially kill everyone on this island. Everyone on the island? What the hell? Nagito, are you still trying to make us suffer? Are you still trying to make us suffer even after you've died? Poison. Can we examine the bookshelf now? There are a lot of books and other mysterious items stuffed on this shelf. The genres and the types of items are also random. I can't make any sense out of them whatsoever.
Well,
And they say a shelf is a mirror that reflects a person's heart. Do they now? I definitely don't know much about Nagito just by looking at this. So what should we do? It'd be really difficult to look through all these piles. And it doesn't mean we should ignore it, though.
yep.
And I'll leave it to you then, Hajime. Wait, what? It's better if a boy goes through another boy's things. You know, there might be private stuff here. Well, that might be true, but...
See?
So I'll leave the shelf to you. I think I just got persuaded to do this without realizing it. It didn't really persuade you that hard. I sighed and walked toward the shelf. One by one, I started removing the various books and items and examining each one. But even as I examined them carefully, there were still a bunch of random books and items. There's no way there are any clues here. Huh? Nagito's porn. Well, that file wasn't the only one I received from Monokuma. That's gonna be some fucked up stuff, Nugget. And this is another one. It's Seal. Indeed, it's the school badge of Hope's Peak Academy. And does that have information about our stolen memories? Unfortunately, I couldn't find any clues about that. And the file doesn't contain our information, just Hajime's information. Nagito said this only contained information about me, but is that really true? If I look at this, it should be obvious, right? And he said I was from the reserve department and had no talent whatsoever. Whoops. That might be another one of his lies too. I opened the file I held in my hands to confirm that. Instantly, I realized something was strange. If this really only has my information, then why is this file so thick? You couldn't have noticed that before? As soon as I opened it, it was clear to me. Just as I thought, Nagito had lied to me. Aside from my information, there's information about the others. Kazuichi, Fuyuhiko, Akane, and Sonia. And everyone who died had pages of information about them too. The file contained information about all 16 of us. Only my information, my ass. I can't believe he'd make up such a strange lie. So that means the rest of it might be a lie too. I turned to the page containing my information and began reading through the content. The profile contained basic information such as my date of birth, my height and weight, and so forth. But there was one thing that specifically caught my eye. The words, Reserve Corps Student. There was no denying it. It confirmed that I truly was a Reserve Corps student from the Reserve Department. Why is this the only thing that isn't a lie? Why am I the only one here who's from the Reserve Department? Why am I here with all the other Ultimates?
Hey.
Hajime, did something happen? Well, I just found a strange file. Still useless. Isn't that the special prize Nagito received when he cleared the final dead room? As I recall, your student profile should be in there. It's not just my profile. The profiles of everyone on this island are in here too. Nagito was lying.
Huh?
When you say everyone, do you mean everyone? Yeah, it's just basic information, but there should be profiles for all 16 of us. Can I take a look at that file? Chiaki leaned against me and peered into the file.
You're right. My profile is really in here. But unfortunately, there doesn't seem to be any details.
Details?
Details about our missing memories. Information about the time we spent at Hope's Peak Academy. If it's not written in there, these profiles might have been written before we entered the academy.
And it's impossible to obtain new clues from them.
Yeah, seems like it.
Hold on.
Huh?
What happened? I just noticed it right now, but...
The file. His name isn't in there, right? There's supposed to be 16 names worth of profiles, but his name is the only one missing.
Okay, we're playing the pronoun game again. Nagito was lying? What? That's impossible. He would never lie. Nagito lied constantly.
Byakuya. I'm talking about Byakuya Togame. Look carefully. No matter where I look, I don't see his name anywhere.
No way!
So what if a name isn't written in that file? Perhaps, based on that, you think he might be the traitor? No, it's not just because his name isn't written in here. Heroes never lie. Nagito lied constantly. That's not the only reason I think he's suspicious. He participated in the killing school life at Hope's Peak Academy, right? For someone like him to be in a similar situation on this island, no matter what, it's definitely suspicious. Well, it pains me to say this, but what you're saying about the missing name and about the killing school life, it's totally wrong. There's a completely different reason. A different reason? How should I put this? You guys have been getting all worked up about that Byakuya for no reason. Which means the great mystery that you think surrounds that Byakuya doesn't exist. What does he mean, that Byakuya? You're basing it on one person's cheap speculation. What do you mean? You don't have to ask me that. You'd know the answer just by looking through the profiles, right? Huh? My eyes turned back to the file. One by one, I started flipping through the pages and confirming the names. And suddenly I came across a page that was filled with question marks. Did he lie, though? Like, let's be real here, he didn't really lie much. He did say stuff during the trial, but he didn't lie about them either. I mean, he literally fucking lied that he had bombs to blow up the entire island. That just happened. And then he lied that the file only had Hajime's information, right? He's lied a ton. I came across a page that was filled with question marks. Every section was filled with question marks. It could barely be considered a student profile. On that page, I was only able to confirm one thing. Ultimate imposter? That's that Byakuya's true identity. True identity? He was a fake that was pretending to be the ultimate affluent progeny, Byakuya Togami. A fake? Well, that explains a lot. The fact that his profile is filled with question marks isn't a mistake or an oversight. And surprisingly enough, that's the correct information regarding him. The ultimate imposter has no name, no permanent address, and even his age and gender is unknown. Basically, he doesn't exist. Because he doesn't exist, he's able to exist as anybody. That's his talent. No, I'm not jealous of that at all. I'd say you'll not find many lies during the first 3 chapters, but everyone already called him a notorious liar at that time. I mean, he lied a lot in several of the trials, being like, maybe I did it. Did I do it? I did it. He said that constantly. I'm not sure if you find a lie at all and you think about that. He also lies a lot in chapter 1, like before the trial. Is that why he was so much fatter compared to when he was involved in the killing school life?
So cool!
His physique doesn't affect his ability to fool others at all. Real imposters are skilled like that. Then he was lying to us this whole time?
But still.
But he couldn't help it. What? Why couldn't he help it?
Oh.
Because that was his talent. Huh? Well, having talent means you're also bound to that talent. The moment you obtain talent, your way of life has already been chosen for you. You can't do anything else except for rely on that talent, regardless of whether you want that life or not. In that sense, compared to the other ultimates, your life might be a bit more liberating. What the hell? Anyway, I'm not happy that you guys fell for a scam that I had nothing to do with.
That's right.
So I'll tell you straight up, this revelation about Byakuya is exactly the truth. Then, what was he trying to say to me at that time? I cannot talk to the others about my past. I suspect that my skeptical nature is partly to blame. Distrusting others and being distrusted in turn. For a long time, my life has been a living hell. Based on the context, if I had to guess... I can't remember him saying I killed Bethesda. He said that he hid the knife to set up the stuff and move the darkness and so on, but that's all the truth. No, I'm talking about before the trial started. When he's like claiming to have nothing to do with it. He had a lot to do with it. And like when you find the note in Byakuya's room, and he's like, oh, some other person must have written this note to Byakuya. The killing's gonna start soon.
No.
Maybe he was just complaining that he was cursed to wander the earth as nothing more than a fraud. But if you guys had your school memories, you never would have been betrayed in the first place. I mean, it'd be different if you were meeting him for the first time. But since you guys went to Hope's Peak Academy, you should have known about the ultimate imposter already. So in the end, it all leads back to memory loss. Geez, the Future Foundation sure is awful. There's no way you should ignore Monami or the traitor. That's not a lie. If he said some person, that includes him. But he was saying it to imply that someone else did it. So that's technically not a lie. No, it is. If you're leading someone to believe something that's untrue. Who is it? Who's the traitor? Just from looking at these 16 profiles, I still wouldn't know who's from the Future Foundation. Is there really someone like that? Well, obviously you wouldn't know. I made that file so you guys couldn't find out. So it's just as I thought. You're the one who did it.
Hey!
The fact that there are 16 profiles in there is what's wrong. I mean, the traitor is a spy sent by the Future Foundation, not a student from Hope's Peak Academy. You made a fake profile for the traitor and included it in here?
Correct.
It wouldn't be fun if you guys figured out who the traitor was so easily, right?
Hey, hey.
Then we can't use this file to figure out who the traitor is. And that was true for Nagito too, right? Well, probably. Hope's Peak Academy file. It's dripping with despair, isn't it? You wasted your precious time on something that isn't a clue. Well, considering that it became a truth bullet, I'd say it is a clue.
Are you
Was that a wise decision? Time's up, you know. Time's up. Wait. Excuse me for a moment. That chimed just now.
What is most important for living things? Well, personally, I think time is. I mean, your bank account may go up and down, but time will inevitably run out, right? That's why we gotta cherish time. There is nothing more wasteful than wasting time.
Well, I'm sure.
So, time's up.
Long stream to include trial? I don't think so, Sorian.
We will begin the last class trial, so please gather at Monokuma Rock. I'll see you soon.
The last class trial. Sorian, if I had woken up when I meant to wake up, then I would have done a long class trial, because I would have started the stream like an hour or two earlier, but I overslept. So I don't think I have time for the... But it's just past 1 p.m., still early in the day. Alright, well then let's, Whoops. That's not what I meant to do. Let's just check the time. Oh, look at that. Monday at 5:13 in the morning. The last class trial? Punishing us for your mistake, PogChamp. I'm sorry. He said that, right? He said last class trial. Except, I'm metagaming this, and I know this game has 6 chapters, so...
Yep.
Yeah, I heard it too. He really did say it was the last class trial. What do you think? Should we believe him? Monokuma seemed anxious about the Monokuma timer earlier, right? 2 more days? And he said something about the killing school trip ending, right? Based on the time limit, this might definitely be the last one. Monokuma wouldn't lie, though.
But still.
But I can't imagine that's the real end. Monokuma's a trustworthy fella. Remember that time he lied a bunch to try to frame Kyoko for a murder, and then when it didn't go according to plan, he decided to kill someone else for that same thing, even though neither of them were the murderer? Huh? I think Monokuma's real plan might be just beyond that. That's understandable. His real plan? Kyoko deserves it. Kyoko is the best. Is Monokuma still planning to make us do something? What could it be? Maybe after putting us through all this, he's planning to kill the remaining survivors all at once.
Well?
But still, it's also not a good idea to think about it too much, I think. I think we should focus on the class trial that's waiting for us first. You're right. A class trial for Nagito's murder. We're pretty screwed. I haven't collected my thoughts because we're so focused on this file. Hina's the best right after Nagito. Nagito is F tier. I made a tier list I made a tier list of all the characters in Danganronpa 1 and 2. I put Nagito in F tier, and that has not changed. I still can't see who killed Nagito.
But still,
Well, you don't have to worry so much. Huh?
right?
I mean, we're not fighting this alone, you know? You're right. You're absolutely right. We're not alone. Even if it's a mystery that can't be solved alone, as long as everyone cooperates and works together, you're F tier. Bible up. I'm sorry, Sorian. Yeah, if we do that, things will turn out fine. Alright, so we've got to go... Not Jabberwock Park. What am I doing? Monokuma Rock. Spend one chapter where you don't have to go to Monokuma Rock and you just completely forget where you're supposed to go. I don't know. I'm speaking specifically about me. Look at that Mount Monokuma.
Damn right.
Looks like everyone's here. Huh? This is it? Shouldn't there be more people?
Damn it.
Stop it. You're making me depressed. Stupid fool. And Minimaru, look at that. So, it is going to happen again. You could at least pretend not to utterly hate him for my sake. But I'm not gonna pretend to be someone I'm not, Sorian. I'm not utterly hating Kyoko for your sake. I mean, I would just argue with you, because Kyoko's great. And the cruel conflict where we must doubt our friends. But once we're through this, we can go back, right? That Monokuma bastard said so, didn't he? He said this is the last class trial.
Damn it.
But we've been tricked every step of the way, and there's no way I can believe that so easily. She is not. She's so much better than everyone else.
Of course not.
Why can't you believe it? The guy who's making us do all this is the one saying it, you know?
You know.
And that's why I'll definitely survive. She has disgusting burnt hands. Wow. Wow, Sorian. Way to hate on someone for a disability. If we can really go home after we deal with this class trial, I'll definitely find out who the killer is, no matter what, even if I have to pull out all the stops. What the fuck? Why are you here? You haven't realized it yet? That feeling of wanting to leave this island, thinking like that is Monokuma's trap, you know?
Huh?
What are you saying?
Got it?
There's no way Monokuma will end things here. She did it to herself, so? He's planning something far worse. Stop trying to jinx us.
I'll beat you up.
Damn right. Stupid rabbit should just shut up. Everyone, you mustn't run away from despair. Huh? I have finally realized, after losing my powers, I've realized that cursing your powerlessness or your fate accomplishes nothing. And the possibility may be small, but as long as there's a possibility, you must face it. In order to become someone who can be proud of yourself. So I will fight.
Huh?
What's her deal? I do not really know, but she seems different than before. Maybe she read a self-help book.
Wait.
But her eyes, she looked so determined.
You.
What can you tell just by looking at those button eyes? Anyway, make sure you don't turn off Minimaru. It'd be annoying if he started... Oh, make sure you turn off Minimaru. It'd be annoying if he started talking during the trial. Fine.
But still.
Somehow, I understand what Monami is saying, I think. Anyway, let's get going. To the last class trial.
Yep.
You're right. We need to fight as much as we can. No matter what hopeless truth awaits us in the end. Oh, look at that roaring. Roar! Oh, and there goes his escalator tongue. This is the end. I kept saying those words to myself over and over within my mind. I entered Monokuma Rock.
Yeah.
This elevator ride. This will be the last time for this too, right? I hope so.
Well,
Let's not worry. Let's worry about things after we finished.
you are right.
More importantly, we must focus on the class trial before us.
Damn it.
And the killer managed to kill someone like Nagito. There's no way this is going to go smoothly. I mean, I still can't believe one of us was able to do that. Nagito was problematic in many ways, but he was also a valuable asset during the trials. Yeah, you're right. In fact, during the Funhouse ordeal, we were completely dependent on him. I still hated that Funhouse trial. Mostly because the game had us play as Nagito and went, there's a clue, but you don't get to see it. Like, why? But even if he's gone, the ones who've survived need to stand and fight. We must fight. And then the door slowly opened. This bright light greeting us. Is that the light of hope or the light of despair? Oh, look, we're in a factory. Well now that the chatterbox Nagito is gone, there are only 6 of you left. Enough, just fucking start this already. Hey, this is it, right? This is really the last class trial, right? Yep, it sure is. So, you gotta show some enthusiasm and make sure to give it your all. Didn't I tell you? He said it! This is the end! Now then, let's get this trial started. This is the last class trial. Let's show some enthusiasm and kill each other. This is the 5th class trial. According to Monokuma, this is also the last class trial. That curtain is about to rise. Nagito Komeda, the ultimate lucky student. When I first met him, I thought he was a nice guy. He came across as very sociable. But his true nature held such a demented thought process that was nothing like his outward appearance. He said he believed in hope more than anything else. He said he was yearning for a powerful hope that can overcome any despair. He said he would even help despair just to prove that hope will never lose to despair. And he said he'd become a stepping stone for hope. His way of thinking was completely screwed up. But there were also times he saved us too. Someone like him was killed, and that was the end of him. And I have no idea at all who did it, but there's no way we can end this without knowing. We'll be consumed by despair. And that's why we absolutely have to find out. The person who finished off Nagito, and the killer who murdered Nagito. In order to return from this despair alive, we need to reach the truth. She did it herself. Woohoo Brokeback. Oh, hey, Woohoo Brokeback. Unfortunately, this is almost at the end of my stream, but welcome. And if Monokuma said this is really the last class trial, that's all the more reason we need to do this. And so, in this life-threatening trial, billowing with hope and despair, the last one has begun. Would you like to save? I would love to save the progress. And then we'll continue this tomorrow. Because, yeah, like I said, you came here right at the end, Woohoo Brokeback. I'm really sorry about that, but I like that Monokuma emote. It's really cute. Anyway, yeah, so we did all that investigating to find out who... Actually, we didn't really find out who killed Nagito, but we found out a lot about his death and that he had poison in his room. Gonna catch up next time then? Nice, yeah, I'll be back tomorrow probably. You know, I don't have a set time to start, but like, just take 2 or 3 hours off of right now, and that's usually when I start, so right around there. But yeah, I'll be back tomorrow. Woohoo Brokeback has followed. Thank you very much for that follow. I really appreciate it. And so yeah, I'll be back tomorrow, and we will do all of Chapter 5's trial to find out who killed Nagito and probably give them like a medal or something. But yeah, until then, thank you everyone for coming and hanging out and chatting with me. I really appreciate it. And I will catch y'all next time. Take care.